Hello, welcome to another weekly video. Today we'll be discussing everything you need to know about the batteries you use for your solar outdoor lights. With less daylight around this time of year, it's important to ensure your batteries are charged enough to last throughout the night and until morning. So first we'll point out some of the differences among our different batteries we use for the solar outdoor lights. Then we'll show you some of the common methods to troubleshoot any problems you might have with the batteries. And we'll answer some of the most common questions some of our customers have about the batteries. And if you want to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. We have 4 different AA product lines designed for solar lights. The main difference between them is their chemistry and the capacities. We have 2 different types of chemistries, which are nickel cadmium and nickel metal hydride, and 3 different rated capacities. These 2 batteries here are nickel cadmium and solar batteries, nickel metal hydride. They both have the same capacity of 1000 milliamp hours. And these 2 here, also NiCad and nickel metal hydride. The premium NiCad has a capacity of 1100 milliamp hours, while the solar premium has a capacity of 1300 milliamp hours. And in case you didn't know what milliamp hours is, it's a unit that measures the battery's energy capacity. So the higher the milliamp hour, the longer the battery can power your device. And I also want to clarify that the milliamp hour doesn't affect the brightness at all. It only affects the runtime of the solar light. For example, if you're using this solar battery with 1000 milliamp hours to replace your 500 milliamp hour battery on your solar light, the light will last twice as long as you would normally get from your 500 milliamp hour battery, but the brightness will be the same. So now that we know the differences between some of the different solar batteries that we have, let's figure out which one is best for you. The NiCad batteries is more budget friendly than the nickel metal hydride and works better in more extreme cold temperatures. And if that's what you're looking for, then the NiCad batteries would be the best option for you. Other than that, we recommend choosing the solar nickel metal hydride for your solar lights because nickel metal hydride offers many different benefits that makes up for the cost difference, such as a longer service life, there's no memory effect, and they're more environmentally friendly. So if you want a better overall value, we suggest you choose the nickel metal hydride over the NiCad batteries. In addition, Tenergy's solar product lines are designed with Solar Pro technology, which changes the battery's chemistry in order to overcome common challenges seen in outdoor lights, such as leaking due to overcharging from longer summer days, or dead batteries due to over-discharging from extended rainy or cloudy days, which prevent the batteries from being recharged. The solar nickel metal hydride batteries also have a much longer life cycle, and so they're able to last much longer than the NiCad batteries for your solar outdoor lights. And if you want a battery that will allow the light to last much longer on single charge, we would recommend to choose a battery with a higher capacity, such as the Tenergy Solar Premium or the NiCad Premium. And now let's get into some of the troubleshooting. One of the most common problems that many solar light users have is that the light doesn't turn on after replacing the batteries. This can be caused by multiple different factors. So let's first start with the general inspection. For your solar outdoor light, make sure it's clean, make sure it turns on, and located in a sunny spot where the battery can properly be recharged by the solar panel. And please note that the sunshine angles change depending on the latitude and also the time of year. And for better results, you might want to adjust the solar panel for your garden lights for better sun reception. For the battery, make sure it's compatible with your light, and you can do this by comparing them with the previous batteries you were using in your light before, or you can check the solar light manual. And for brand new batteries, make sure to remove the pull tab for the battery compartment or the plastic cover around them, and make sure they go into the solar light correctly based on their positive and negative signs. And for older batteries, make sure they don't have any physical deterioration like leaking or swelling. And remember that the batteries have lifespan too, so it might be time to replace them. And you can double check the lifespan of the batteries with your manufacturer. Now let's double check if the solar light is working or not by covering the solar panel either with your hands, you could use a black piece of tape as well. And if the light turns on, then your problem is solved and you can stop watching the video now if you want. This problem might have been fixed during the general inspection we were talking about earlier, or the reason the light doesn't turn on at night is because of a nearby light sources near the solar panel are too bright, and this tricks the solar light into thinking that it's still morning. But all you have to do is move it away into a darker area, and this should fix the problem. And for those of you whose lights still don't turn on, let's move on to the next step. We'll assume the batteries are the main cause here, And we'll confirm this by simply putting them into another solar light or into another device such as a TV remote control. If the device turns on, then we know that the batteries aren't dead and the real culprit is the solar light itself. You might need to contact the manufacturer for more help on that. And if the device doesn't turn on, then the batteries are most likely dead. Now we need to figure out why the batteries are dead. Are they defective or are they just not getting enough charge from the solar light itself? One way to find this out is to use a charger to recharge them. If they are defective, some chargers will give an error message or appear as blank or null. Another option is just to leave them in the charger and wait a few hours to charge them up, and then you can test them again by placing them back in the solar light or another battery-powered device. And if the devices are still not working, then the battery is most likely defective, and you can check with your manufacturer for replacement if it's still within the warranty. However, if those batteries are recharged to full and work on your light or device, then this means that the solar light didn't give enough power to recharge your batteries. You can try to fix this by cleaning the solar panel if it's dirty, or try moving the solar lights in a different location to get better sun reception. Again, if none of this fixes the problem, try contacting your solar light manufacturer for further help. And that's all the troubleshooting we have. Hopefully you can find the problem and fix it. And now we'll get into some of the frequently asked questions. So our first question we have here, can I replace 500 milliamp hour NiCad battery to 1000 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride? So the answer is yes. NiCad and nickel metal hydride AA batteries have the same voltage of 1.2 volts, so they are easily replaceable. And the milliamp hour number will let you know how much power or capacity the battery has. So in this case, if you replace a 500 milliamp hour battery with a 1000 milliamp hour, you'll get double the runtime for your solar light. So our next question here, how long does it take to fully charge the batteries in your solar lights? So it's difficult to give an accurate answer for this question since the time it takes to recharge in a solar light depends on both the size of the solar panel and the amount of sunlight it gets. And those can both vary quite drastically. However, if you recharge these batteries in a charger, you can estimate its charge time by simply calculating the charge time by using the battery's rated capacity and dividing that by the charger's charging current. For example, if you're charging this battery, the Solar Premium, with 1300 milliamp hours on a charger with a charge current of 500 milliamps, the estimated time it'll take to fully charge this will be 1300 divided by 500, or 2.6 hours. Next question we have here, how long will a fully charged battery last in the solar light? So the amount of time it will last in the solar light will strongly depend on how much power your light draws. You can check this with your solar light manufacturer for the output current and use this formula to calculate it. So the estimated runtime equals the battery rated capacity in milliamp hours divided by the solar light output current in milliamps. For example, if your solar light's output current is 100 milliamps and we're estimating runtime for this Solar Premium with 1300 milliamp hours, we'll take 1300 divided by 100 to get 13 hours. So our next question here, do I need to recharge the batteries to full in a charger before placing it into the solar lights? So no, you don't have to recharge the batteries to full before placing them into the lights. All of the batteries come pre-charged to 80%, but if you want to get to the full 100% capacity for the batteries, it wouldn't be a bad idea to recharge them before putting them in the solar lights. All right, the next question here, can I use these batteries for regular battery-powered devices like remote controls? Yes, these batteries also function as standard rechargeable AA batteries. You can replace all your alkaline disposable batteries that power your TV remotes, wireless mouses, gaming controls, and anything else. And our last question we have here, can I use normal nickel metal hydride rechargeable batteries with a higher capacity for solar lights? Yes, you can use these regular nickel metal hydride with a higher capacity for your solar lights, but it'll just take longer due to their higher capacity to fully charge. For example, this Solar Premium battery here with 1300 milliamp hours takes around 8 to 10 hours of direct sunlight to fully charge with the solar lights. And the Premium Pro AA battery has a capacity of 2800 milliamp hours. This would take about double the amount of time, which is 16 to 20 hours to fully charge in a solar light. And your light probably won't draw that much power to stay on during the night, so the extra capacity would just be a waste. And that's it for today's video. We hope you are now able to fix your solar light problems, and thank you so much for watching. If you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.